Let's Talk Kentucky. I'm your host and moderator, Sherelle Roberts, and we're here with the Let's Talk team. It's Susan Mills, Kim Dixon, Lisa High, and joining us at the table is Chelsea McDonald with the Ronald McDonald House. Hey, Chelsea. How are you?
Good. How are you all? Thank you all for having me.
So glad to have you here.
The first time I met Chelsea, I asked if she was actually related to Ronald McDonald.
Yeah. Nepo baby. Lee Cruz likes to call me the Nepo baby. The Nepo nonprofits in Lexington. Yeah.
So Chelsea is from the Ronald McDonald House, not the progeny of Ronald McDonald, but she is here to talk about the Ronald McDonald House Charities of the Bluegrass. So this, the Ronald McDonald House has been working for 40 years to help children and families stay together when kids are being treated at hospitals. So what sorts of families end up at the Ronald McDonald House?
So we have primarily families from Eastern Kentucky that are coming to our house, and that is because the medical communities, the medical facilities in their areas are not able to support the level of care that their children need. So we have a lot of preterm babies that need to come to UK. We have people that are delivering at 23, 24 weeks, and so they'll be with us for 3, 4, up to 6 months. So those families are able to stay with us so that they don't have to worry about going back and forth. Obviously, you know how hard it is to leave a child, even maybe in the next room, but to be able to have to go back and forth, it's not feasible for the family. So it's a place for them to be able to stay and have some sense of security while their child is being treated at the local medical facilities. And so we like to say, if we can make life just a little less hard for these families who are going through such a hard time, then we're living out our mission.
That's incredible.
Yes.
You know, when I go to McDonald's, basically every day, I see those boxes under the windows, and they also ask us to if we would like to round up our bill up to the higher dollar to help donate to the Ronald McDonald House. Where do these funds go?
So they come directly to the local Ronald McDonald House in the communities that you all are rounding up in. It's something that's been a little bit slower to catch on, but we're so excited that many of the McDonald's are now asking to round up. So those, if you're going to your local McDonald's, and that's the thing, is everyone has like their McDonald's, which I think is so funny. Mine is Palomar McDonald's, so it's my kids. They're working on it. They're working on it.
I own all of them.
You go to all of them. But that comes directly to us. And so I always say, too, it's a great way to get the employees engaged with something that is bigger than themselves, and saying that change can make a difference. And so we get a significant amount of revenue from those canisters and rounding up. So that is about, all in all, with the roundup and the McDonald's owner-operators, we are supported about 15% of our funding comes from McDonald's. But that still leaves 85 left to make up, which is a misconception. Sometimes people will think that either you're fully funded by McDonald's or not funded at all. So it's about that 15% there.
Interesting.
Yes.
Well, speaking of the local chapter, how many families does the Ronald McDonald House serve in this area?
So each year through our house program, we see about 400 families coming through. We also operate a family room out of UK Children's, Kentucky Children's Hospital. So we'll see, year to date, I think we've already had 600 people come in and use that area for respite. We give out free lunches with love, 2 per family per day, and that's for anyone who has a child at Kentucky Children's. And we also run a dental care mobile out of Hazard, Kentucky, and we see about 2,000 to 2,500 kids each school year.
Wow, that's something.
Yeah,
that's
So
something.
how is community involvement crucial to the success of the Ronald McDonald
Well,
House?
that 85%. So we are a nonprofit. We don't have anything that we can sell to make that other than altruism. So we are really reliant on our friends in the community. And I have worked in a couple different nonprofit communities, and I think Lexington rivals them all. Because we have over, almost 4,000 nonprofits.
It's a lot.
And there's so many wonderful people doing great work, and so many companies and people and schools and churches that are coming together to serve families that they often, they don't know these families. They don't have to give of their time, talent, treasure, but they do, and they show up consistently. And you know, I always have to say thank you to our founding and forever mission partner. McDonald's does so much, and I think sometimes, you know, it's just interesting to see how local those families are and how additionally they get involved with us.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
You know.
Well, Chelsea, before we go, give folks your website so they can find out more and maybe help support.
Yes, rmhclexington.org, and we'd love for you to come and volunteer at our house and learn other ways to get involved with the house here in Lexington.
All right, Chelsea, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
And you gave us an excuse to get some more chicken nuggets. All right, everybody, stay with us. Coming up after the break, people have a lot of questions and a lot of jokes about who's running for our Kentucky governor.
Let's Talk Kentucky is brought to you by Critchfield Meats.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. If you have or are eligible for Medicaid, please listen closely. You may be eligible for a Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare with a zero or low plan premium. Call now. We can answer your questions and help you enroll over the phone. WellCare provides access to essential benefits that go beyond original Medicare, such as dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage with free home delivery, free over-the-counter healthcare items, free groceries with a healthy food card, free gym membership, and home-delivered meals. Plus, extra benefits like more access to care with free transportation and WellCare's telehealth services, including online doctor visits. WellCare is contracted with Medicare to provide plans that may be perfect for you. Call 1-877-281-9602. Now, that's 1-877-281-9602. WellCare, Medicare done well.
Every 40 seconds, a kid is reported missing. Find the Children provides educational material that teaches your kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs are very successful in bringing kids back home to their family. You can help protect our kids and bring the missing kids home safe by donating your unwanted car, truck, SUV, or van, running or not. We guarantee you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast free pickup, usually within 24 hours. Over 2,000 kids are reported missing every day. Call now to donate your vehicle. Donate now to bring these kids home safe.
Call 800-919-6011. 800-919-6011. 800-919-6011.
Welcome back to the show. It is time for our favorite part of the broadcast. It's the Countdown Conversation. This is the part of the show where we talk about as many topics as we can in 6 minutes. It's always a blast, always spicy.
I know, right?
Okay, first up, Cameron. It's official. The candidates in Kentucky's governor race will be Bashir Coleman and Cameron Mills. No, not that Cameron Mills, not basketball player Cameron Mills. It's Daniel Cameron and Robbie Mills. And this coincidence has Susan Mills and her husband Cameron Mills' phones ringing off the hook. People are being totally weird, inappropriate, all kinds of things are happening. Susan, tell us about this.
So yesterday morning, Cameron came in to our bedroom and he's like, babe, he said, my phone has just started blowing up. Apparently, Daniel Cameron has announced his running mate. I was like, oh, okay. And he said, it's Robbie Mills. And I'm like, okay. And he said, Cameron Mills. This is going to be the most irritating year ever. And I was like, really? And then it was like, bling, 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 bling. I mean, it was like that all day yesterday. Tweets, he sent out a tweet. It said, listen, people, I am not running for governor. I am not, okay? And then after he even made that tweet, some people are like, okay, but what's your view on teacher pay?
Oh my God.
You know, like what do you think about this?
So you know what's so annoying? So political world, name recognition is everything, right?
Yeah.
And so I bet you people are going to be going to the polls thinking, ain't that the guy who did the shot heard around the bluegrass?
I hope not. And I hope not. That's how people are voting. So.
That is how people vote. I can attest that is how they vote.
Don't vote for the shot.
Now, in all honesty, I think Cameron would make a very good governor for our state.
He has
So-
actually been asked to run for several different positions. He's like, it's not in my foreseeable future.
Yeah, very funny.
It's fun.
So that's Cameron Mills. So everybody, please research your candidates because it's
Please.
not who you think. Okay? All right, next up, work rules. So 60% of companies are giving or plan to give employees etiquette classes by next year. And that's because people are just in the office doing whatever. Like they are walking around without shoes. People are burping out loud in meetings. People are microwaving fish. People are going on the Zoom half dressed. Like we have completely forgotten how to act. And so this made me think, what are your work in office pet peeves?
Oh my God.
What are your office pet peeves?
Speaking of the fish, okay. I used to work as an administrative assistant, meaning the fridge was my responsibility to keep clean. There is nothing worse than the nasty office fridge. Food that has been in there for 4 months. It's turned into liquid. It's horrifying. So I used to just throw things away. You know, people would get mad, but it's like, this is no longer broccoli.
Yeah.
And why are you bringing broccoli to work?
So that's yours. What's yours, Susan?
Well, definitely don't microwave fish. I mean, that has been an etiquette for as long as I started working.
As long as there's been fish.
You can microwave popcorn. I think that's fine.
fair.
You
Yeah.
know what?
Yeah.
Fish. But yeah, as far as like the Zoom, like we all saw, like, so don't wear your house slippers to work. You know, put on a decent pair of shoes. I don't know.
I feel like I've broken like all of these etiquette, except for the fish, not the fish. I'm not a fish eater. But I'm telling you, flip-flops, the whole bit. But okay, so my pet peeve, there's a couple. Number one, if I bring food in or some type of dish or something that I bring in for the whole team, the whole station to share into, I leave it in the break room and just everybody can have at it. Yeah. And I feel like somebody might be stealing or taking the majority of that item, and then there's nothing left for everybody else. So that really bugs me when somebody does that. It's like, leave it for
I'm
everybody
sorry,
to
Lisa,
share.
I'll stop doing that.
Please
I'm
do.
really sorry.
It's one of my pet
apologize.
peeves. One of my pet peeves. And then also just when you're working and someone's like, you know, and you're under a time restraint, it's, you know, something's time sensitive, and they're like, I need to see you in my office, and I'm like, I'm really, and they're like, I really do need to see you right now, and I'm like, they pull you away from something really time sensitive.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really stressful. It really is.
So mine is related to that. Do not barge into my office. Do not just come through my door, roll up without knocking, and start talking, because I'm gonna have a whole attitude. Like, knock, ask, don't be rude. It's the worst.
Yeah.
It is the absolute
Again,
worst.
I'm sorry, Sherelle.
Kim, you don't do any of these things. You're very sweet. All right, and finally, fubbing. Fubbing. Have you ever been sitting with a friend or a partner, and you are just talking away, and they're doing this? Just on their phone? So that's called being phone snubbed or fubbing. Fubbing is a serious thing. You all, so what about fubbing? Do you fub? Do you fub at all? Do you fub, Lisa?
I sure do. I really do. But you know what? I really don't like doing it. So I've been trying to get better at catching myself when I'm doing it. You know, and I really just try to put the phone down and really give that person my undivided attention. If it's worth my undivided attention, I definitely. But with family, especially with my kids and all of that. And I notice too, when they fub me, I'm like, phone put away. So now they're telling me, you know, Mom, phone away, put the phone away.
That's
and I'm
fair.
like, you know what?
That's
We're
fair.
holding each other accountable.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's good.
Both my boys at home fub me. I mean, they do. Like my husband and my son. Although, to be fair, I probably fubbed them too. But growing up, like if we were all sitting at the dinner table and the phone rang, it was like, no one's getting the phone.
Yeah.
And the same thing now. If we sit down at the dinner table, nope.
No phone.
Yeah, no phone.
Check on the table.
Exactly. Stop fubbing, y'all. All right, that's our countdown convo. Stay with us. Coming up after the break, Angel and Marcus Tanksley of Is This Gonna Cause an Argument? Are in the house.
Let's Talk Kentucky is brought to you by Critchfield Meats.
Next ET,
It's like a dream come true. It's
Jamie Lynn Spears' Zoe returned 15 years later, acting alongside her two daughters.
It was like a really proud moment for me as a mom.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on ABC 36. Why should you hire the largest injury firm in the world for your injury case? Lots of people hired us. We've collected over $15 billion and won a lot. We became the largest injury firm in the world for a reason. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
The Viewers' Choice Awards results are in. Lexington Christian Academy wins Best Private School. Go to WTVQ.com for a full list of winners. And thank you for voting for Lexington Christian Academy in ABC 36 Viewers' Choice Awards.
Is bad weather making it hard to drive? Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make driving impossible. Not with Battle Vision Storm. And they're not just for storms. They turn night to bright, even in perfect weather. Get your Battle Vision Storm for just $19.99, complete with lifetime guarantee. Order right now, and we'll send you a second pair absolutely free. That's 2 Battle Vision Storm glasses for just $19.99. This TV offer is not available on Amazon. Order now.
Call 1-800-916-0203 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-916-0203 now.
Here we go.
I want to prank my son.
That's a yes. The mark is here.
Oh my God! How y'all going to hell?
That's for sure.
New The Prank Battle, Sunday on ABC.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Kentucky. I'm Sherelle Roberts. We've got Susan Mills, Kim Dixon, Lisa High, and joining us at the table is Marcus Tanksley. Hi, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
Welcome to our show.
Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it.
We are very, very glad to have you here, and we hope we'll be joined by your wife, with your wife by phone as well. Now, you all are, and your wife is Angel Tanksley. Hi, Angel.
Yes.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you all just fine. Hi.
Hi. Hi. Welcome. We're so glad to have you all both. So you guys are content creators. You have a podcast, you have TV shows, you have all kinds of things. And all of your content revolves around your family, your marriage, and your lifestyle.
Yes.
And in the past couple of years, you guys have just been everywhere.
Yeah.
TV, just everything. So what is it like, you know, doing all of this with your wife?
It's interesting, and that's the reason we have a podcast called "Is This Going to Cause an Argument?" Because I feel like if any husband out there would understand that question of, yeah, I've asked that before.
Is this going to cause an argument?
So I need to talk to you. Is this going to cause an argument? Like, what did I mess up on? But it's interesting, me stepping away from my 9-to-5 and doing social media and content. Influencing full-time. It was a scary step to take, but it was the best one for the family. You know, the first time my kids asked me, "Daddy, do you have to go to work tomorrow?" I'm like, "No, I'm gonna be here." And that's when I realized, like, oh, this is important. I want to be a part of their lives more instead of, you know, living in California, driving 2.5 hours to work, 2.5 hours from work, and then coming home and still working.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good step, and then also stepping into this lane and with my wife. It's been a dream.
Yeah, so Angel, you are the extrovert in your marriage, and Marcus is the introvert, and you guys talk a lot about this. We have a video of you guys where you were pep talking him into being able to talk to people in public. We're gonna play a little bit of that video, and then we'd like to
the Johnson's house for game night. And I know you can do this. I know you don't want to, but I believe in you. You are a hero. So when people say hello to you, what do you say back? Yes, you say hi. You can say hi. Guess what your face can do when you say hi? Huh?
Smile.
You think you got a pretty smile and you got pretty white teeth.
So Angel, how do you come up with all this stuff?
Well, you know, ideas just be floating through my head, but we've created a really great team around us. We don't do this all by ourselves. I work with a young lady named Brianna Jones of Release Productions, and we just create a calendar of content that we want to create that really suits our audience and the message that we're trying to put out there. And, you know, obviously, my husband is an introvert, but as you can see, he's on Let's Talk Kentucky right now. So I've done some good coaching.
That's right. Yes, you have. Great job. Yes, you have. So you guys are in town for a show, is that right?
Yes, our go ahead. Sorry.
And then just tell us about the show, what folks can expect.
Well, it's nothing like a podcast. It's the skeleton of a podcast, our podcast. It's a very interactive show. I mean, the first venue we went to, they had two chairs, a table, and mic set up. And we was like, you can get rid of all that. We don't need that. We talk to the audience. We make them a part of the show. And we have different segments that we do, and we include our audience, and we make it. It's a very, it's so relatable to like whether you're married, single, whatever it may be. Very relatable. So that's why we include everybody in the audience. And it's like we talk to them, but it's very entertaining. I don't think people expect what they get.
Yeah, I love
you know,
that.
Usually when we end
great.
it, it's like they're like, oh, so it's better than whew, glad they're done.
Right. So a little couples therapy with some comedy makes
yeah, they're gonna end up picking sides. I'm sure we're gonna cause some arguments with the,
yeah.
love us and hate us at the same time, I guess.
All right, well, Marcus and Angel, stay with us, because coming up after the break, they're gonna help us do a little therapy with comedy. We're gonna have Dear LTK. Stay with us, y'all.
Let's Talk Kentucky is brought to you by Critchfield Meat.
Not again. You don't mess with underground power lines.
Should have contacted 811. They'll mark those utility lines free.
Yeah, but this guy ain't real bright.
Neither is the neighborhood.
Know what's below 811 before you dig.
Hi, this is Joseph with Rapid Fire Home Buyers. Do you have a house that's costing you too much time and money? Maybe a rental house, an inherited house you don't know what to do with, or the house you're living in that you just can't keep up with. We buy property in any condition and any price range all over the Southeast. Sell your house as is for cash with no repairs, no fees, and no commissions. If you're even thinking of selling your house, before you call a realtor, give us a call for a free cash offer. Call 859-695-3875.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
Doctor, after my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me really self-conscious.
It's not your fault. That stubborn fat and excess skin is very difficult to get rid of with diet and exercise alone.
That's exactly why I went to Sono Bello. I really trust their team of experts, and I finally got the flat stomach I had always wanted.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
Ab EX is a great alternative to a tummy tuck because that overhang you mentioned becomes flat and tight fast with minimal downtime.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation now to learn more about Ab EX by Sono Bello. Call 1-888-507-8988 or go to sonobello.com.
What a tool. He could hit a gas line.
Wait, he's contacting 811.
They'll mark the underground utilities free.
Turns out he is smarter than he looks.
Know what's below 811 before you dig.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. It is time for Dear LTK. This is the part of the show where men who are confused by women, which is like all men, send us questions. Send us questions and we answer them. And thankfully, Marcus Tanksley is still here. So he is going to represent all the men in the universe, and he's going to ask this question for us. Okay, Marcus, go ahead.
Intimidating, sitting between four women. It says, Dear LTK, why do women roam the stores for hours looking for things they have no intention on buying? This is what I will say.
Okay, you say.
Men, I'm going to save you one. Do you roam the hardware store?
Oh,
good
It's
point.
no different.
Yeah.
You know, we're a lot of, we don't get what you are looking for. At least we stick to a section. But the entire store, hey man, don't judge the women. Just you know, let them have their moment.
Yeah.
They may need it to deal with you. I don't know. But you do it too. You definitely do it. I know I do it, and I wonder when my wife goes into the store, what is she doing? She's been in there for 15 minutes.
Exactly.
And then I notice myself in the hardware store, and I'm just like, I've been in here for 6 hours. The Kids need to eat. Let me get home.
Exactly. So you guys do it too, but honestly, we don't know why. Lisa, why do you do it?
I don't know. I think because I think I'm going to win the lottery. I think I'm going to win the lottery, and I'm sizing up everything that I need or want or even don't want or need, but I'm going to get it anyway. But I think that's what it is. But sometimes maybe it's inspiration too for like future homes. Home places is where I do this mostly, like home good stuff, and just kind of getting inspired. I don't know.
Let's ask Angel. Angel, why do we do this? Why do we roam around the store for hours just looking when we know we're not going to buy anything?
You know what it is? We're waiting for the product to talk to us. But I am waiting for a random lamp for a room that it should never go into to tell me, no, I'm supposed to be yours. And then I obey. It's just going to go in my garage and clutter up more. So I think that's what men don't really like to listen sometimes. And we as women, we will listen. We will go through all 100 aisles and wait for that one random item to say, I am yours.
That's very, very true.
Yeah, I turn into a personal shopper. So I'll go in for, the things that are on my list. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, paper towels are on sale. So I'll take a picture, Mom, paper towels are on sale. And then I'll see a shirt. Kristen, my sister, she's like, you'd love this shirt. So yeah, that's what happens for me.
It's an avoidance technique for me. I don't want to clean up my office. I don't want to do paperwork. I don't want to feed the cats. I don't want to see the cats. And I will just go. But Lowe's and Home Depot, that's worse for me because that's not something I see every day.
Yeah, I can't be.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing like looking at tools you're not going to buy.
Exactly. So there's the answer. We don't know. And Myrna says you do it too. All right, everybody, we like to wrap up every show with honoring a woman we're talking about. And today's woman we're talking about is Chef Anitra Polk. She's the owner of Woke Junk Food Vegan. Her culinary style is soul food and comfort food, but vegan. Polk is a Woodford County native and an entrepreneur based in Lexington. She brings her love of people, her eye for innovation, and her gentle yet strong spirit to her culinary style. She likes to empower other women, and her business space is actually a business incubator for other businesses. So, Anitra, thanks for all that you are doing. You are a woman worth talking about.
That sounds yummy.
I know. Oh my God, yeah. And it's like, I'm a carnivore. And I've had her food, and I'm like, oh.
The vegan actually tastes good.
Exactly. Well, Marcus, Angel, thanks so much for being on the show, and everybody, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Gotta dance it out.